In the bustling streets of Mumbai lived a boy named Ravi, a dreamer with a heart full of hope. Ravi, a sprightly 12-year-old, was a resident of Mumbai's sprawling slums. His home, a patchwork of corrugated iron and tarpaulin, was a far cry from the skyscrapers that punctuated the city's skyline. Ravi's dreams soared higher than those skyscrapers. He envisioned a life beyond the narrow lanes and open drains of his neighborhood, a life of comfort, of education, a life that seemed as distant as the stars that he often gazed at. Each day before the city woke up, Ravi would set out, a bundle of newspapers under his arm. He'd weave through the morning traffic, selling papers to support his family, his dreams never far from his thoughts. His life was a constant struggle, a battle against the currents of destiny. But despite the hardships, Ravi held on to his dreams as tightly as a climber to a vine. Amidst the chaos and hustle, Ravi had an obsession, a simple yet alluring, the one Rupee Pepsi. As the sun set on the dusty streets of his hometown, Ravi's eyes would always wander to the local corner store, where children his age gathered, laughing and sipping on the small colorful packages of one Rupee Pepsi. A symbol of childhood joy, these tiny packets of fizzy delight held a peculiar fascination for him. He would watch as his peers savored the tangy sweetness, their faces lighting up with pure bliss. The sight stirred a yearning within him, a longing to taste the simple pleasure that was seemingly just out of his reach. But Ravi, born into a family that struggled to make ends meet, could never spare that single rupee. Every coin was accounted for, every rupee a lifeline. Yet his heart ached for that elusive taste of joy, for that one Rupee Pepsi. For Ravi, the one Rupee Pepsi was not just a drink, but a symbol of joy and prosperity that he longed for. One day, fortune smiled on Ravi as he found a shiny, untouched one rupee coin on his way home. This was the moment he had been waiting for, the moment that could make his dream come true. The coin sparkled in his hand, symbolizing a key that could unlock the door to his long-awaited desire, the one Rupee Pepsi. With a heart pounding with anticipation and hands trembling with excitement, Ravi rushed to the nearest shop. His eyes sparkled as he handed over the coin and received his treasured Pepsi. It was a simple exchange for the shopkeeper, but for Ravi, it was the manifestation of a dream. He held the Pepsi in his hands, feeling its coolness seep into his skin, the condensation, a tangible proof of his achievement. He opened the bottle, the hiss of escaping gas sounding like a trumpet heralding his victory. He took a deep breath, savoring the sweet fizzy aroma that wafted up. Then came the moment he had been waiting for. He took his first sip. The liquid fizzed in his mouth, sending a shiver of delight down his spine. But as the initial excitement subsided, something unexpected happened. The Pepsi didn't taste as sweet as he had imagined. It was fizzy, it was cool, but it didn't hold the magic he had dreamed of. In that moment, Ravi's joy turned into a moment of realization. He understood that the Pepsi was just a drink. It was not the elixir of happiness he had imagined it to be. It was not the Pepsi that had filled his days with anticipation and his nights with dreams. The joy he sought was not in the drink, but in the journey of achieving his dreams. The Pepsi was just a symbol, a milestone in his journey. The 1 rupee Pepsi, Ravi realized, was just a drink, and the joy he sought was not in the drink, but in the journey of achieving his dreams. Ravi, now with a new perspective, saw his dreams in a different light. The Pepsi, once a symbol of an impossible dream, now represented a journey of resilience and determination. The taste of the Pepsi was no longer a forbidden fruit, but a reminder of his own strength and perseverance. He realized that the true value of his dreams was not in their attainment, but in the pursuit. The Pepsi, though a mere object, had taught him a priceless lesson. It wasn't the destination that held the magic, but the journey itself. The struggles, the anticipation, the joy of dreaming, these were the real treasures. The Pepsi, in all its simplicity, had symbolized an extraordinary journey. This newfound understanding emboldened Ravi. It empowered him to dream bigger, to strive harder, not for the materialistic end, but for the joy of the journey. And so, Ravi, with a 1 rupee Pepsi in hand, continued his journey, dreaming bigger and working harder, one step at a time.